So hey guys, so I've been doing research on toxic fans, and I found this article that I'm still trying to pull up. But basically, these toxic fans went way too far, and it was kind of scary to think that, there are people out there that will, not follow the rules and stuff like that, and just be downright weird. But yeah, so I'm going to read this article first, and then I'm going to give you my opinions on some celebrities that have the most toxic fan base. So let me get into it. I forgot where it was, but I looked it up on my phone. I can't find my iPad, so I'm going to have to do it on the computer. So that's why it's kind of like I'm not entirely in frame, because I was going to film it on, I was going to film, I was still going to use my phone to film, but I would have been reading it off of, what's it called, Google and stuff, so yeah. So let me look this up real quick. I'm going to be out of camera for a minute. Celebrities. I hope I can find it again. But I thought it was insane because I've been looking this up, and there's a lot of different celebrities that apparently have really, really bad experiences. So yeah, let's get into this. I found this article while researching this video. It says 19 times celebs called out fans for taking stan culture way too far. There's nothing wrong with being a big fan of someone famous. It's fun to interact with your faves on social media, send fan mail, and attend shows and meet and greets. And so these 19 people apparently took it too far. So I'm excited to read this. So let's get into it. So number one is Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer called out a fan who ignored her 3 polite declines to pose for a picture and recorded the actor against her will. No means no, even when it doesn't pertain to, intimate things, Keke tweeted. She added, "If I went off on her, I would have been wrong, so I just nervously laughed while my privacy was invaded upon." I do think, celebrities do deserve privacy. No matter what anyone says, they deserve their privacy too. So I don't think I feel like she should have gone off on this fan, even though it might have made her look like a bad person. But, I mean, obviously some people understand. Some of them would be understanding, Not all of them, but some. Two. When Finn Wolfhard was only 14, a couple followed him to his Toronto home. That's scary. Creepy. As soon as he got to his front door, they asked him to take a picture with them. He told ABC News, "I was like, no, you followed me back for 4 blocks. That's super creepy." Completely agree. Like I said, celebrities deserve their own privacy and their own space and stuff. Next, we have Shawn Mendes. Number 3, Shawn Mendes had a fan show up at his doorstep in the middle of winter pretending to be lost. He told, First We Feast, that's the name of the art, I guess, whatever. First We Feast, she knew who I was. She said, "I just needed someone to drive me to Starbucks." He continued, she had me, sorry, they wrote this weird. He continued, "She had me. There was no way of getting out of it. So he decided to drive her. I drove her." So yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? It's really scary. Number 4, after Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson ended their engagement, he was online bullied and in public by people for 9 months. Oh my goodness. On Instagram, he said, "I've kept my mouth shut, never mentioned any names, never said a word about anyone or anything. I'm trying to understand how when something happens to a guy, the whole entire world just trashes him without any facts or frame or reference. That is true. I agree with him on that. Like, he didn't deserve that. I just want you guys to know, no matter how hard the internet or anyone tries to make me end himself, that's horrible. I don't agree with that at all. I won't. I'm upset. I even have to say this to all those holding me down and seeing this for what it is. I see you and I love you, he continued. Ariana Grande shared his post to her own Instagram story. She added, I know you already know this, but I feel I need to remind my fans to please be gentler with others. I really don't endorse anything but forgiveness and positivity. I care deeply about Pete and his health. I'm asking you to please be gentler with others on the internet. Well, at least she did defend him. Sometimes that doesn't always happen. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm getting all these kind of notifications. Let me just take care of that real quick. Sorry, guys. So, anyway, it says she continued, I've learned through my own mistakes not to be reactive on social, so I do understand. But you truly don't know what anybody is experiencing ever. Regardless of what they choose to display on social media or how they may appear in public, I can promise you that. So please let whatever point you're trying to make go. I will always have irrevocable love for him. And if you've gotten any other impressions from my recent work, you might have missed the point. Sorry, the way they worded this was weird. Okay, so this is number 5. Similarly, Cardi B called out fans who bashed her then estranged husband, Offset, for surprising her on stage to ask her to take him back. In an Instagram video, she said, violating my baby's father is not gonna make me feel better, because at the end of the day, that's still family. I don't know what to say on that. Alluding to Pete Davidson's post, she said, I just don't like that bashing online thing. I wouldn't want my baby father to have that feeling. Which I completely agree. Like, bashing people online is not okay. It's never okay. And if you're just going to be a bully and hate, then this isn't the place for you. She continued, I know how painful it is when you have millions of people bashing you every single day. I don't like that, and it doesn't make me feel any better. Number 6, Justin Bieber called out a Selena Gomez fan who encouraged fellow fans to freaking bombard his wife, Hailey Bieber's Instagram Live with messages about Jelena and how his ex-girlfriend Selena is better. Which, I'm glad he called this person or whoever out for this, because Hailey doesn't deserve the hate. Like, say what you want about her. Is she possibly a mean girl? Yes, but we don't really know because we don't know Hailey Bieber. So, I don't like online bullying. I don't like bullying in general. Bullying is not okay. Sharing the fan's video on his Instagram story, Justin said, this sad excuse of a human just encouraged people on video to literally go after my wife, telling people to say that my previous relationship was better, so on and so forth. I just wanted to share this so people get an idea of what we face on a day-to-day. Because again, you gotta keep in mind, celebrities are humans too. He continued, after watching that, I could easily let it steal my joy, but then I think about the fan's life and how miserable she must be to want to spend her life trying to make others feel small. I completely agree with Justin Bieber on that point, you know. Hailey shared his message on her Instagram story, adding, I would never in a million years wish for someone to be treated this way, and I will never condone this kind of hateful behavior. Wishing the young woman in that video all the best. I hope she finds love, peace, and happiness in this life. She's so good for that. Like, she doesn't want this person to have a bad life. Like, she wants this person to have a good life, and I think that's really big of Hailey. I do. I think that she could have let it get her down, but it didn't. So I'm happy that she stood up for herself. I'm glad Justin stood up for her. Number 7, Ewan McGregor called out a Star Wars fan who sent his Obi-Wan Kenobi co-star Moses Ingram, sorry if I'm saying that name wrong, the most horrendous racist DMs. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. And she's a pretty woman, by the way. That has nothing to do with it, but I do not like people calling other people names, and I especially don't like racism, so I'm just gonna move on. In a Twitter video, he said, I heard some of them this morning and it just broke my heart. Then he continued, Moses is a brilliant actor. She's a brilliant woman, and she's absolutely amazing in this series. It just sickened me to my stomach to hear that this had been happening. Yeah, that's really freaking horrible. I don't know what they said, because obviously they didn't put it in this article, and I wouldn't have read it anyway if it was in the article. Nobody should be treated badly. No one. It doesn't matter what the color of your skin is. It doesn't matter if you believe in God or not. We should all be treated equally. We should all be treated kindly. I just want to say, as the leading actor on the series, as the executive producer on the series, that we stand with Moses, he said. Well, I'm glad he has her back, because not everybody does that. We love Moses, and if you're sending her bullying messages, you're no Star Wars fan in my mind. There's no place for racism in this world, and I totally stand with Moses, he concluded. I agree with that. I don't like it at all. I don't like people being nasty for no reason. Sorry, like I said, I've been personally bullied, so I hate it. So I hate that she is not only being bullied, but it's due to her race and all that. I mean, I'm not saying it's only because of her race. Like, that's not what I'm saying. People just have very bad, toxic mindsets even now, and it's really horrible and heartbreaking. Number 8. Cole Sprouse called out fans who feel entitled to his privacy precisely because he never indulges them. Okay. On his Instagram story, he said, attacking my friends, baseless accusations, leaking my address, and sending death threats are all qualities of insanity and I can't say that word. Fanaticism. I'm sorry, I can't say it. Again, I do not condone death threats. I do not like that. No matter what, no matter what, like, I don't condone death threats at all. He continued, choose humanity, stop being clowns. Okay, that was the end of that. I'm like, what? I'm so confused. Okay, so number 9. On Twitter, Kathy Griffin called Demi Lovato the biggest douchey celebrity she'd ever met. In response, the pop star's fans flooded the comedian's replies with death threats. Again, I do not condone death threats or racism or any of that. Like, that's horrible. Calling out her own fans, Demi tweeted, I love you guys so much, but y'all gotta chill with sending hate toward other people, regardless of what they say or do. The cruel things some of you are saying can really, really hurt people. It's called cyberbullying, and some things should never be wished upon, ever. Which I agree with Demi Lovato's statement here. Like, it's not okay to cyberbully people, and, you know, like, I'm glad she called her fans out and told them to stop. Because, again, some celebrities don't. Some actually like when their fans are kind of toxic. She continued, it makes me so sad to see how mean people can really be after I've spoken out about anti-bullying. Be an example for other haters. I know my Lovatics are better than that. I really appreciate you guys always having my back, but this is going too far. Which I do think it went too far. Definitely. 10. Once when Matt Smith walked off set, a woman approached him with a poster of a hedgehog, declared that he looked like the hedgehog, then tried to kiss him. Oh my gosh. That would be kind of like a fear of mine. I just like, please don't touch me. I don't know you. Don't touch me. Okay, yeah. He told MTV UK she tried to kiss me, but really, really aggressively. Yeah, I'm sorry. That sounds horrible. Security had to, like, pick her up, and she just kept screaming the word hedgehog, he said. I'm sorry that I'm trying not to laugh, but, like, she just kept calling him a hedgehog. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but, like, that sounds kind of funny. A little bit. But she may have, like, mental illness and stuff, so I'm not making fun of that, but the fact she kept calling him a hedgehog is a little funny. Just a little bit. Norman Reedus, number 11. Norman Reedus was bitten by a fan at a meet and greet. my God, no, that's terrible. He told Conan I was taking a picture, and then she kind of started shaking a bit, and then she kind of looked up at the sky and kind of howled like a werewolf. Then she bit him on the chest. What is up with all these people thinking celebrities are animals or something? I truly don't know, honestly. But obviously I do think, again, it could be like, mental illness or something. And I never want to make light of that because everybody has their own struggles we know nothing about. And mental health and stuff is, out there. But it could be that this woman really wanted to bite him. I don't know. We don't know. The police escorted her out, but he declined to press charges because she just had a moment and seemed like a nice lady. Oh, okay. Maybe she just kind of lost it a little bit. I don't know. 12. During his One Direction days, Niall Horan was attending a music festival when a fan jumped on his back to get his attention. Again, I don't like being touched by random people, but this I would... No, thank you. He told Kim Bio, I'm sorry. She wanted a piggyback ride and a picture. I kind of fell over, he added. Yeah, I do not like when people I don't know try to touch me. I'm like, please do not touch me. I don't know you. Even if my dad knows you, please don't touch me. But like if I get to know people, I'm like, oh yeah, you can hug me or whatever. But random people touching me, no thank you. 13. About 30 years ago, John Travolta caught a fan hiding in a closet inside his Santa Barbara home. That's one of my worst nightmares. That's terrifying. He told people it did scare me, but it turned out to be an innocent person. She was a girl who probably wanted to meet me and didn't know how to do it. There are proper ways to meet your favorite celebrities, and this is definitely not one of them. 14. In 2019, 5 Seconds of Summer fans bullied Sierra, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing her last name wrong, Deaton, I'm sorry if I pronounced her last name wrong, the girlfriend and now fiance of lead singer Luke Hemmings, by comparing her to Abby Mollard, the ugly duckling character from Chicken Little. That is awful. I'm looking at her picture here, and she's a gorgeous woman, so I just don't understand why anyone would call her that. That's awful. She doesn't look anything like, Abby Mollard, the duck from Chicken Little. And I honestly thought Abby Mollard was cute. I thought she was a cute little chicken girl and, Chicken Little or whatever. And this woman right here is so pretty. That pisses me off. Like, that's one thing that I definitely hate is when people come after other people for their looks. Like, I don't like that at all. In response, Luke tweeted, I see stuff like this too often. It makes me sad. Women make other women feel like they're not good enough. The same people that talk about kindness and being PC say awful things to someone I care about every day. He continued, I know this isn't everyone, but I see a lot, and I had to say something. Good for sticking up for your girlfriend, because that's not okay. Like, she's a beautiful woman. She's not ugly at all. She's beautiful. And I feel like, like, making fun of somebody's looks, like, that is just something I also went through. So I would never sit here and call anyone, like, ugly. All of you guys are beautiful to me, and this woman is beautiful, and this is just not okay. Michael Clifford, the band's guitar player, also replied, I usually don't respond to stuff like this because I don't want to bring attention to the negativity, but it's time something changes. Our fans should be kind to one another and to our loved ones. I definitely agree. In further support of Sierra, bass player Caleb Hood added, Sierra is a beaut, which is short for beautiful, which she is very pretty. I like her. She's really pretty. And I like that Luke Hemmings has found his one true love, I think that's awesome. 15. Waterpark's lead singer Austin Knight addressed how hurtful it can be when his own fans make fun of him on social media, even if they think it's all in good humor. I get it. Yeah, I get that too. He told Louder Sound they forgot we don't actually know each other. I feel like it's hard for people to differentiate between social media and the actual reality. So when a shitload of people are like, dumb shit, crackhead, I'm sorry, every day, it's like, oh God. See, that's what I was trying to say. Like, we don't know these people. We don't know them. We shouldn't try to assume what they're like. We don't know them, okay? We don't know them. He continued, I think social media has made people feel like they're closer to artists or whoever than they actually are, which I do agree. When people feel close to you, they feel like they can poke at you. Yeah, that is, I agree with that. However, he added that he's begun setting boundaries by blocking fans who cross the line, comparing it to settling boundaries in a friendship. He said, he said, if all someone's time spent with you is fucking with you, then that person is not a friend. That person is someone who fucks with you. I completely agree. I understand what he's saying. 16. Amy Schumer decided to stop taking pictures with fans after a scary encounter with a man who refused to take no for an answer. Again, this is one of my biggest fears because, like, I made a story about it. Like, there was a guy that wouldn't stop harassing me and wouldn't take no for an answer, and I had to block him everywhere. So I kind of understand what she's talking about. On Instagram, she said, this guy in front of his family just ran up next to me, scared the crap out of me, put a camera in my face. I asked him to stop, and he said no. He said, no, it's America, and we paid for you. This was in front of his daughter. I was saying stop and no. Great message to your kid. Yeah, celebrities have a right to say no. If they don't want the picture taken, you should respect their decision. It's their body, and if they are uncomfortable and they don't want a picture, then you should just respect that, because honestly, again, these celebrities are people too. They deserve their privacy. They deserve, like, common human decency. That's what it is. Yes, legally, you are allowed to take a picture of me, but I was asking you to stop and saying no. I will not take pictures with people anymore, and it's because of this dude in Greenville, she continued. So basically, he ruined it for all her other fans if they ever wanted a picture with her. But it's not her fault. I'm not trying to victim blame. It's not her fault. It's this creepy guy's fault and the person who can take no for an answer. 17. Similarly, Emily Clark changed her stance on taking selfies with fans after a man asked for one while she was having a panic attack. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. On the Table Manners podcast, she said, I was on the phone to my mom saying, I feel like I can't breathe. I don't know what's going on. I'm crying and crying. And this guy's like, can I get a selfie? I was like, I can't breathe. I'm really sorry. This poor woman, she was so nice to him. Even after that, I wouldn't have been nice at all. I'm not gonna lie. She now offers to sign something for fans instead of taking a selfie together. She said, then you have a chat and you're actually having a truthful human thing, as opposed to it being this other thing that probably isn't nice for them and isn't that nice for you. True. I completely understand. She's like I said, celebrities are allowed to say no. Emma Watson, this is 18. Emma Watson turns down photo requests from fans for her own safety. Again, I understand definitely why she doesn't want to take pictures and stuff. She told Vanity Fair, if someone takes a photograph of me and posts it within 2 seconds, they've created a marker of exactly where I am within 10 meters. They can see what I'm wearing and who I'm with. I just can't give that tracking data. Completely understand. She continued, I will sit here and answer every single Harry Potter fandom question you have, but I just can't do a picture. And much of the time, people don't bother. Again, I can understand why she says no to pictures. Like, people are crazy. And now we're at 19, finally. And finally, Justin Bieber also decided to stop taking pictures of fans because it has gotten to the point that people won't even say hi to him or recognize him as a human. I understand. On Instagram, he said, "I want to be able to keep my sanity. I realize people will be disappointed, but I don't owe anybody a picture." That is true. He doesn't. In response to a fan's critical comment, he added, "If you think setting boundaries is being a douche, I'm the biggest douche around, but I think it's smart and will be the only way I last." He continued, "I'm going to keep making decisions I feel are fit for my growth, and no human being will make me feel bad for it." So that was the end of the article, and again, I agree, like, celebrities deserve, their privacy, and they're entitled to say no to pictures, so I do agree. So now we're going to get into some of, like, my personal people that I think have some of the most toxic fans. I'm shutting down my computer, though. But anyway, so these are some, like, encounters that I've seen, like, online and stuff. And one of them is from my own personal friend. So back in the day, my friend was a big fan of One Direction. And she would tell me stories about how toxic One Direction fans were. And it's like she had this account that was, like, based off One Direction. She don't listen to One Direction anymore. Or she's not as big a fan of One Direction as she used to be. But she would tell me stories about how toxic they really were. And I was just like, that is insane. And like I said, they were toxic to each other. Like, she said she got attacked by some of their fans. And I'm just like, that is insane. Like, nobody should be getting death threats. Nobody should be attacked. And she was just telling me that fandom was so toxic. So toxic. So the next person who has some of the most toxic fans is Taylor Swift. Another friend of mine, she actually made a comment about Taylor Swift, and she was getting a lot of death threats. And some people did agree with her about her comment with Taylor Swift, but she was getting attacked by Taylor's fans, and I just don't think that's okay. And, a lot of celebrities don't like bullying because they have been bullied, or they understand that bullying is horrible. But I never saw Taylor Swift tell her fans to stop attacking people. Like, maybe she did, I don't know, because I don't keep up with her all that much anymore. But her fans are crazy. They attack anybody that has different opinions, and it's just insane. Like, if somebody says they don't like a certain song or they don't like her album, they get attacked for it. And I'm just like, that is not okay. Like, nobody should be getting attacked over opinions. Like, seriously, like, everybody has their own opinions. Some like her new album, some don't, and that's okay. We're allowed to have our own opinions and not be attacked because of it. But unfortunately, Taylor Swift fans are some of the most toxic fans I think I've ever come across, because I've read some of the messages they sent my friend, and I'm just like, no, that's not okay. Not at all. Another person that has toxic fans is Selena Gomez. She herself, I wouldn't say Selena Gomez is toxic. I will say her fans are, though. Again, they're like Taylor Swift fans. They attack people if they don't like Selena Gomez's music, or they say something that, bad about Selena Gomez. It's just insane. Like, I love Selena Gomez. I think she seems like a really sweet person, and she's even told people to stop attacking Hailey and stuff. I do think Selena Gomez is a good person, but her fans attack each other, and then they attack anybody that goes after Selena Gomez, or they attack anyone that has a different opinion, kind of like Taylor Swift fans. Like, if they don't like her music, they get attacked. If they don't agree with something that Selena Gomez says, they get attacked, and it's just not okay. Like, what has our world come to be honest? I don't understand. Like, people are allowed to have their own opinions, I wouldn't be surprised if, because, like, again, in that article, 5 Seconds of Summer have toxic fans. Apparently, not only have they attacked Luke Hemmings' fiance. I'm pretty sure she's the fiance now. I'm pretty sure they're toxic to each other, because I think I saw something somewhere where, like, they would aggressively attack each other and stuff. And that's just not okay. Not okay at all. And it's really scary that some people will just attack you for having your own opinions. But I'm pretty sure, like, obviously almost everybody in 5 Seconds of Summer called out these fans for being toxic and just being horrible, which I'm glad they stood up for their friends, you know. I'm really glad about that. And honestly, I feel like a lot of boy bands had toxic fans. But that's all I'm going to talk about for today, because those are the main ones I wanted to talk about. Like, the main toxic fandoms was like One Direction, Taylor Swift, and Selena Gomez, because they have toxic fans. Ariana Grande also has a lot of fans that like to attack each other. They're very toxic. Beyonce has a lot of toxic fans. Again, if you say anything bad about Beyonce, they attack you. So it's just crazy. I also saw that Nicki Minaj has a lot of toxic fans. Cardi B has toxic fans. Let's just assume that pretty much every celebrity has toxic fans, but some are more toxic than the others. But anyway, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did try to do a lot more research to, talk about as many toxic fans and toxic stories and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.